Joel Embiid has finally responded to public criticism about him missing games, essentially saying, I've done way too much for the city to be treated like this. Now, I think there's some truth to it, and I believe that Joel Embiid 100% believes that he is in the right here. And Joel has done a lot individually. You know, he's an MVP. He's one of the best scoring centers that we have seen in recent memory. And before he got injured last year, he was on pace to have the second best scoring season for a center in NBA history if he was able to continue his production of about 36 points a game, just behind Wilt Chamberlain a couple of his seasons. So Joel is a great scorer and a great individual player. He's a great defender as well. However, in terms of what you've done for the city, there's a little bit less of a contribution there. And obviously having a star in town, he's going to be involved. He's going to reach out to Philadelphia organizations. But if we're talking about the basketball team itself, right, because that's what the fans are going to really focus on. You know, the fans that are calling for Embiid to get out there and play, those aren't just an everyday Philadelphia citizen who might appreciate what he's done off the court. Those are the people that are 76ers fans and going out and watching the games that want to see Embiid on the court and what he's doing on the court. And if we're talking about that, then his contributions to Philadelphia are less. Now, I don't want to discredit what he's done off the court. However, if we're talking about just on the court play, because that's what the fans are going to want to focus on. They want to focus on Embiid's on the court, what he has done for them as a basketball franchise. At the end of the day, the NBA is a what have you done for me lately business, and that's really the way with all sports leagues. And Joel Embiid, for all the great stuff he's done individually, all the accolades he has, what he hasn't done has brought Philly a title. And Philly especially is a city that is very passionate about their sports. We see it with Eagles fans all the time, and it's the same way with 76ers. They want to see their team succeed more than they want to see their individual self succeed. And Philadelphia's 76ers have not even made the NBA Finals with Embiid, much less won the trophy. They might be the one seed, but it's been consistent playoff failure after playoff failure after playoff failure under Embiid. And his performances in the playoffs have consistently declined, and sometimes that's due to injuries. I think especially, I believe it was last year, it really looks like he was turning a corner, and I believe that the way he was playing would have translated to the playoffs much better. But in general, we have seen Embiid's play consistently decline in the playoffs. So you can do a lot in the regular season. You can do a lot for yourself. You can get that MVP. But at the end of the day, we've got to see championships in terms of the on-the-court product, in terms of what you've done for the franchise. Because if we're looking at the franchise, they can have a lot of great players all the time. But who brought them a ring? And Embiid has not done that to this point. So you can say that you've done a lot for the city, but in reality, you've done more for yourself in terms of individual accolades and not bringing your team a championship. And that's not all on Embiid. This is the most talented NBA we've ever seen. There's unprecedented parity around the league. However, if you're talking about what you've done for the city, you're responding to the fans who are caring about what you're doing on the court for the city, and you have not brought the city a title. So you cannot properly make that statement without some drawback.